Department of Veterans Affairs, Part 6. Enter Craig Curtis, Privacy Officer for Loma Linda VAMC. Now, I had started my complaints and worked my way up and found my way to the privacy officer. Now, by the time Mr. Curtis arrives on the scene, my second claim for PTSD and my appeal for endometriosis hit in July of 2016. So by the time I'm talking to Mr. Curtis, right, it's like October, November, coming up on December. I want to take just a second to remind everyone that Loma Linda VAMC is the same hospital system as the Phoenix VAMC. Let me remind you of the Phoenix VAMC scandal, which started and originated in appointment setting and spiraled out to referrals to specialists, which resulted in veterans leaving us. All right? Now, as I am navigating the complaint system, somebody in mental health refers me to vocational rehab. This is for employment, okay? They want my resume. So I spend a couple weeks going around and around with them because they're engaging me. I'm meeting with them. And finally they tell me that they need a federal resume that begins with my enlistment and runs through the current year. So I go back and I do that. But I place the company names. Remember at the beginning I told you I worked for consulting firms, so no one knew where I actually worked. Well, in the federal resume, I changed that. I placed the company name that I worked for, the actual client, as the company name, with the consultant firm as a sub. That way everyone knew where I worked. That way they could track the projects. They could track everything. The phone calls that I had with the director of eligibility, Linda's boss, and Craig Curtis, the privacy officer, were absolutely non-productive. I mean, it was ridiculous how non-productive these conversations were. The result of those back and forth conversations were that my records would be locked, meaning every single person who touches my records would be tracked. Every employee, every card, every security card, every login would be tracked. The situation got so bad that the director of the medical team was told and ordered to contact my primary care physician out of the women's clinic, who was on vacation, to call me and talk to me about the breach of privacy, the stolen records, the disappearance of all of these things, and how it didn't get routed and how they don't know about it. She was on vacation. There was absolutely no reason for her to be called from vacation, but they did. That's how bad it got. And it was that phone call that led to the December 2016 formal complaint, which I already posted. You've already seen it on Patreon and on TikTok. So, beginning in January of 2017, I moved to the Long Beach VAMC. And I did so because it was closer to and affiliated with the attorney's firm, which helped me get my initial 30% claim and then helped me with the appeal. they're the ones who got it done for me.